The last images of Ashlee Jenae do not look like warning signs. They look beautiful. A birthday trip, a luxury resort, Zanzibar, a proposal, a woman smiling like she was stepping into the happiest chapter of her life. But final photos do not tell you what happened after the camera went down. They do not show the argument. They do not show hotel staff stepping in. They do not show the moment Ashlee and her fiancé were reportedly separated into different rooms. And they do not explain how, only hours later, Ashlee was found unresponsive inside her villa. So now the question is simple. What happened to Ashlee Jenae in Zanzibar? And why does her family say the story they were given does not add up? Ashlee Jenae's real name was Ashlee Robinson. She was 31 years old, a lifestyle creator, and someone many people followed for beauty, travel, and soft life content. Online, her life looked polished. But to her family, she was not content. She was their daughter, their sister, and someone they loved deeply. She traveled to Zanzibar with her fiancé, Joseph McCann, known as Joe. The trip was supposed to be a celebration. Ashlee had just turned 31, and Joe had proposed during the trip. From the outside, it looked romantic. Beautiful views, birthday moments, engagement memories, and the kind of posts people look at and think, she is living. One of her captions said, "Chapter 31, and I'm exactly where I need to be." At the time, it sounded joyful. After her death, it became painful. Because within days, that birthday trip became a death investigation. Reports say Ashlee and Joe had been arguing during their stay at Zuri, Zanzibar. Hotel staff reportedly became aware of the conflict and separated them into different villas. Now listen, couples argue, that alone does not prove anything. But hotel staff separating two adults is not nothing either. Joe was reportedly moved to another villa about a 10-minute walk away, while Ashlee stayed in her room. Ashlee also reportedly told her family that she and Joe had argued and had been separated. So her family already knew something was wrong. But they did not know those would be the final hours before everything changed. A few hours after the separation, Ashlee was found unresponsive. Public reports said she was found in a closet with a belt around her neck and later taken to a hospital where she died. And this is where people started looking sideways, because the timeline was too heavy to ignore. A birthday trip, a proposal, a reported argument, a hotel separation. Then Ashlee found unresponsive. Like, make it make sense. This case has to be told carefully because public reporting has not confirmed Ashlee's death as a murder. Authorities described the matter as under investigation, and Joe McCann had not been charged in the reports available. So we are not here to convict anyone. We are here to follow the known facts and the questions her family is asking. According to Ashlee's mother, Joe later contacted the family and told them Ashlee was in the hospital. She said he told them Ashlee had done something to herself and that she was stable. That word matters, stable. Because when a parent hears that, they hold on to it. They think there is still time. They think their child is alive and help is happening. But the next clear update was not from Joe. It came from the hotel. Ashlee was dead.
Now to a growing mystery, the death of a lifestyle influencer, Ashlee Robinson, better known online as Ashlee Jenae. Just days after popping the question overseas, her fiancé is now being held in Zanzibar by investigators trying to figure out what happened. CBS Weekend News anchor Jerika Duncan spoke with the family and has new details. Jerika.
Yeah, good evening, Tony. Ashlee Robinson was on the vacation of a lifetime. She was in Zanzibar, which is off the coast of Tanzania. She was there celebrating her 31st birthday. Her boyfriend of about a year and a half, Joe McCann, proposed to her on the trip, but last week something went terribly wrong. Police say Robinson was found unconscious in her villa and was rushed to the hospital where she later died. Now, her parents tell me they received a call from McCann, the boyfriend, acknowledging that something had happened. But they say it was the resort where Robinson was staying that notified the family of their daughter's death.
Do you believe that Joe McCann had something to do with your daughter's death?
It's under investigation, and We don't know what went on.
It's under investigation, and like we said, we just want transparency.
Today, investigators in Tanzania held a news conference where they said they are questioning McCann and they are holding his passport until the autopsy results are complete. And Tony, we did reach out to McCann and have not heard back.
Tarika Duncan, Tarika, thank you very much.
Authorities in Zanzibar questioned Joe McCann as a witness and reportedly withheld his passport while the investigation continued. Public reports said they were waiting for medical and forensic findings. That does not mean he was guilty. It means investigators still had questions. Ashlee's family had questions too. They wanted surveillance footage. They wanted a clear timeline. They wanted medical answers. They wanted to know who had access to the villa. They wanted to know why the story they heard first did not match the outcome they were later given. Her father said, "Nothing about it makes sense. It just doesn't add up." And that quote explains why the family kept pushing. They were not asking for rumors. They were asking for proof. Because losing Ashlee was already unbearable. Losing her in another country after a reported dispute with her fiancé, and then feeling like the answers came in pieces, made the grief even worse. There has been no reported trial in this case. Joe McCann was questioned and his passport was reportedly held while authorities investigated. But public reports did not say he had been charged or convicted. So this part of the story remains unresolved. No courtroom ending, no final public answer, just an investigation, a grieving family, and a timeline that still has people asking questions. Ashlee Jenae's story is painful because her final public images looked so peaceful. A birthday, a proposal, a beautiful trip, a woman who looked like she was beginning something new. But behind those images was a final night her family is still trying to understand. Ashlee was not just a headline. She was Ashlee Robinson. She was loved. She had a future. She had people waiting for her to come home. And until every question is answered clearly, her family will keep asking what happened in that villa. Because the truth should not get lost just because the setting was beautiful. And Ashlee deserved to come home alive. Make sure you subscribe to Crime in Cold Light if you want to see more real-life stories like this. Cases that show what really happens when love turns deadly. Drop a like if this video made you stop and think, leave a comment to share your thoughts, and share this with your people so they can stay aware too. We're telling these stories to remember the victims, to keep their voices alive, and to make sure the lessons don't get lost.